Alright, welcome back to Bit Heroes Explained. We're going to continue walking through the user interface and kind of touch on these finer points. And so today we're going to talk about fishing. So, made a handful of videos by now, and maybe you spent enough time in game. Maybe you're a little bit tired of the town music. Maybe you've burnt through all your resources because you're an eager new player, and there's not much left for you to do other than wait for more resources or wait for like your weekly reset. So what can you do? There's actually a newer bit of content that was added to the game, not too long ago, called fishing, and you can access that by your right bottom hand corner. You got this fishing icon. You can click that, and you can jump into the fishing zone if you want to be a little bit cooler than that. A lot of people don't know that there is a guy over here. You can access it through clicking on this NPC, or you can just take the boat, and that's what we're going to do right now. So the first thing you notice is, one, this area is packed. You can see a lot of action here. So check out this. This is a cool mount that you get from Expedition. So packed area, but the first thing that you'll also notice is that the music has changed. So different music, different background, kind of cool to mix it up. Definitely worth exploring. If you do want to get back to your previous zone, you can walk all the way back to the boat, or you can click on here and you click on that fish and click on exit, or you can highlight this boat and go back that way as well. So if you want to see the fishing leaderboards, you can click right through here, or again you can just do it through the interface from any area by clicking on here. You will see it'll show you events. Fishing events typically run for 2 weeks. That is in contrast to most other events that run for 1 week. It doesn't show anything here because this character actually hasn't fished this week, so I'm not ranked. I don't have the weight of my heaviest fish caught, and I don't have any points. But if you do like fishing, you can click over here through rewards. So the top player will receive these, and it'll fall off, so on and so forth. It is fairly competitive to get up in the top ranks to get any of these skill points, but if you want to just kind of putz around, kill some time, have some fun, it's not too difficult to kind of land right here in the middle. I would suggest for a lot of players, since these rewards are minor, I believe that they added in minor rewards because if the rewards were too strong, the players would feel like they would have to fish to stay competitive, and that would force people into a game type they might otherwise not be interested in. So these rewards back here are fairly minor. I would suggest kind of pick an amount that you're happy with. It would be very easy to achieve 100 points and get a little something here that might be enough to kind of bump you up through another upgrade. Or if you want to get really involved, you can kind of decide what you want to aim for. I don't think I've ever hit 1,000 points. I think the most I've done on my main character was hitting 500 points from fishing. But you can see the previous rewards, so we're getting gems this week. Last time we got more rune fragments. You focus on mount guts and so on. But you'll see that actually over here. So a lot of mount guns if you really want to put the time into it. A lot of rune fragments. And this week it is gems. So you'll see these little seashells. These are the currency that you can use in the fishing world. So if we go back here, quickly I'll show ranks and who's doing the best right now. This is the weight of the heaviest fish they've caught for this 2-week period. But jumping out here into the shop, you'll see my currency down here. You can buy different things with your currency. So if you buy a rod, it'll increase the distance that you can cast your rod, and I'll show that mechanic a little bit just about a minute. Over here, if you fix your buoy, you'll increase the catch meter size. And so a lot of people come up with a question: what's more important, the distance you can throw it, the rod, or the bobby? And I would say most people will agree with the bobby. If you're just amazing at it, you're always catching that fish 100%, then getting the bobby is not going to do anything for you. But a lot of players will say that the cast distance is so RNG, it doesn't really increase the quality of fish that you get. So heavily influenced by RNG, very random kind of game mode, but it's just kind of for killing time. Other things that you can spend your shell resources on, you can buy cosmetics. You can buy some of these. I would suggest doing that. I would actually suggest saving it for skill points, stat points. So over time, you will eventually accrue a couple thousand of these, and stat points are one of the most valuable things in the game. If you can't wait, or maybe you're 5 mount guts away from getting your upgrade on your mount, you could always come over here, and this is a way to get it. You do acquire these different baits. If you click the fish icon once a day, it will give you some free bait, so you don't have to worry about buying it. But let's jump into the game type. If I hit play, it's going to run me over to a random location that has this little water animation, and it will let me start fishing. So if I click it at the furthest cast out, let's see if I can do it. 35 is okay. I will cast the rod a certain distance, and I'll have a chance to catch a fish. You want to try to get it in the green. Let's see if I can do that. Close enough. So green will be 100%, yellow will be a 75% chance, and you can catch a fish. Then it shows you the weight. The weight of the heaviest fish you catch is what's going to give you the rank. So if you catch an amazing fish off your first go, you are good to go as far as the rankings. You would grind a little bit more to try to get some more points, like I talked about previous. So when you exchange it, you get the currency, and that's pretty much how this goes. So let's do a couple more. I typically don't fish on the PC. I only do this on the phone when I'm bored or waiting for something. So getting used to how it feels clicking around. So hooray, a bluefish, heavier in weight. Trade it in, I get more seashells, and let's just take a quick sneak peek clicking E, see the event. So that's put me, in the rankings. Nothing great, but I am there, so. That's pretty much fishing. Just something fun. They've added, a lot of players wanted something to do if they're completely out of resources, something to kill time. And there's different locations you can explore. I'm sure it's all RNG based, but I have had the best success by kind of moving around, fish in a spot for 5 tries, see what you get, and if you don't like what you're catching there, it's just a bunch of sardines, you can just move on and go somewhere else. But if you click on that water icon again, go over here, try different spots, different times a day. People have their own theories. I think it's all kind of RNG. But that pretty much does it. A higher level fish will give you a shorter time to catch. I want to say that before I forget. So this started off with 15 seconds, and you notice that the catch bars are a lot thinner, so this will be a better fish. So I'm expecting probably a blue, and so here you go, another blue, another trout, and it varies a little bit, but gives you kind of an idea of what you're working with. If you do it a good amount, you'll actually kind of be able to tell what fish it is by how the fish moves across the screen. So that pretty much does it. Welcome to the fish zone.